Reality Revealed, Part 1, quote, "Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed by the masses." Plato. What do we know for sure? What can we know for sure? We live in a world in which we are bombarded by a constant stream of information. How do we know what's true? We call this illusion human life. What can we know for certain in such circumstances? Not a lot. We can look for patterns. As more of these patterns emerge, we can, maybe, piece together the jigsaw puzzle. But who or what creates the illusion? British wartime Prime Minister Winston Churchill described Russia as a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. He could easily have been talking about reality. René Descartes, 1596–1650, the French philosopher, scientist, and mathematician, stated that the only thing we can know for certain is that we are aware and thinking. All else could be an illusion of our perceptions. However, there is one thing that we do know that cannot be credibly questioned or denied, and that is, whatever we think we know, there is always more to know. In fact, an infinity of more to know. Part 2. We must always be aware of what we don't know, and that means almost everything. The ancient Greek philosopher Socrates stated that to know is to know what you don't know, and that is the true meaning of knowledge. That is, the only true wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing, and in knowing that you know nothing that makes you the smartest person around. The humility of knowing that you don't know very much should encourage you to seek out what you don't know. There can never be a point where you can safely say, "I've got it." This is the biggest illusion of all, and one that entraps most of humanity in a prison cell of perception limitation. Once you believe that you are wise, your exploration is over. American historian Daniel J. Boston said, quote, "The greatest obstacle to discovery is not ignorance. It is the illusion of knowledge." End quote. The unwavering belief that cannot be questioned and the human need for certainty amid total confusion are keystones of religion, including the doctrine that we call science. Religion and science both seek certainty in an infinite reality of infinite possibility, infinite potential, and infinite uncertainty. How can certainty even be possible if our limited perception dictates our behavior and the human experience? The only certainty must be uncertainty, and we must make a choice in its deepest sense. Uncertainty is what brings us new experiences, and with new knowledge, increased awareness, and the potential to gain wisdom, we must make peace with it. It is curiosity that drives us to embrace uncertainty, to seek out the cutting edge. If you lose your sense of wonder, you will lose your sense of purpose. Part 3. A human being processes around 11 million impressions or sensations every second. The brain decodes this information into sound, sight, smell, taste, and touch. We have many other senses too, but let's just deal with these 5. Our sense of reality, however, is constructed out of only 40 impressions a second after our brain edits out and stores the rest. This other information, about 660 million bits in a minute, think how much that is in a day, sits in our subconscious, our internal hard drive, and affects and directs all our actions. Our perceptions of reality are downloaded to us and bypass our conscious mind. We are then under the illusion that we are acting under free will. These instructions are bombarded to us 24/7 via the mainstream media in all its forms, and that is why we are becoming increasingly connected to a hive mind via all the gadgets we are provided. However, animals on the planet Earth don't tune into the media and so are free to sense and understand the world the way it really is, undistorted.